Okay guys, let's do some practice with our comparing decimals. We're going to start off with an easy one. Remember that we're going to be using the less than, greater than, or equal to signs. We are going to start with some easy warm-up problems. Remember, I want you to pause the video, do it on your own piece of paper. Don't do it in your head. Truly do it on a piece of paper for your brain, and then hit play again to check your answer. So here we go. We're going to do 3/10 and 5/10. Okay, if we think about this, this is 3 dimes and 5 dimes, or it could be 30 cents and 50 cents. In this case, since they both have the same place value already, we know that 5/10 is more than 3/10. Try this one. What about 8/100 or 1/100? Okay, so we have 8/100 or 1/100. They both have the same number of digits. We have a tenths place and a hundredths place. Tenths place and a hundredths place. In this case, the 8/100 is bigger. That's the same thing as 8 pennies or 1 penny. If I were to write this as a fraction, I would have 8/100 or 1/100. Definitely 8/100 is more. I'd shade more of a fraction bar if I were doing that. All right, let's try this. I have 27/100 or 54/100. All right, we notice in this number that I have a tenths and a hundredths. Tenths and hundredths. If I were to write these as a fraction, 27/100 versus 54/100, we have the same denominator for both of them, so we can just go ahead and compare them right away. 54/100 is bigger than 27/100. Now, let's get into some of the ones I'm trying to trick you with. Okay. This time, I want you to compare 2/10 to 16/100. Okay, I'm going to use the trick I told you about last time. This has 2 digits, so therefore I want to make this 2 digits with a number, a digit in the hundredths place. When I do that, I now have what, if I wrote it as money, I'm going to show you that too, would be 20 cents versus 16 cents. Neither of those is a lot of money, but if I'm going to be given a choice, I'm going to pick 20 cents because I want more money. All right, let's try another one. Let's try 8/10 or 48/100. Okay, if I were to write these as money, 8/10 would be this, and 48/100 would be this. Remember that I have 2 digits here. Let's add our second digit here. Now, did I trick you on this? Because every time I've done this before, when I've given you just tenths, it was bigger. But this time, I have, well, I guess I did that again, didn't I? I was trying to do it the other way. Oh well, 80 and 48, 80 is larger. I guess I tricked myself. All right, you guys get a point because I tricked myself on that one. I don't know how many points I have because you guys don't tell me if I tricked you or not. I guess you guys just win. All right, here we go. Let's do another one. This time, I'm going to do 47/100 versus 3/10. Okay, I have 2 digits here. Let's add our second digit on here. This time I did what I was trying for last time. I now have 47/100 or 30/100, and in this case, 47/100 is larger. Remember, you can turn this into money. 47/100 would be 47 cents, and 3/10 is the same thing as 3 dimes, which is 30 cents. All right, I'm going to give you one more, and then I'm going to give you a challenge. So let's try this. Let's try 72 hundredths versus 9 tenths. All right, if you said 72 hundredths was greater, well, then I tricked you. Because if I go here and I have 2 digits, here I have to add another digit. 72 hundredths versus 90 hundredths. 90 is larger. Let's quickly write those as money. This time I have my dollar symbol. So I have 72 cents or 90 cents. And remember, you can always write them as the money if that helps you out, because sometimes that just works best for our brain. All right, this time I am going to throw in a new type of problem. I'm going to add a whole number. I'm pretty sure you can still do this. It doesn't really change a lot. Here we have 1 and 4 tenths, or our other number is 1 and 39 hundredths. Which one is larger? Now I know I did not teach you this, and I'm trying to trick you right now. I know that, but it doesn't change anything. I still have a 1 at this point in the ones place. Those are the same. Now over here in my decimal world, actually I'm kind of come to the tenths place, and I already have more in the tenths place, so I know this one's going to be bigger. But all I have to do is make sure I have the same number of digits to the right of my decimal. It's just my little cheaty hint to help you, because if you throw that 0 on there, this is going to help your brain say, oh, that's $1.40. That's $1.39. They're very close, but $1.40 is larger. So while I could have just gone to the ones place, because that's my largest place value, and this is kind of how we do it with whole numbers in the classroom, and then I could have moved over to the tenths place and said, oh, 4 tenths is bigger than 3 tenths. That's another strategy to solve this. In this case, I did once again just add my extra place value here, and that really helped me see this. Let me see. I just thought up one more that I want to see if I can trick you with. Let me see if I trick you or if you've got it, okay? Let's do this. Let's do 5 and 47 hundredths, or 3 and 9 tenths. Okay, did I trick you? I think if I didn't really think about these numbers, I might have thought, oh, she's doing that thing again where there's 47 here, and if I add my 0, that makes 90. That's bigger. But I tried to trick you by actually changing up my whole number. This is 5. This is 3. I have 5 whole ones. Here I have 3 whole ones. I didn't even have to worry about the decimal because 5 is greater than 3. If I did change this into money, I have $5.47. And over here I did add that 0. Remember, it used to be 3 and 9 tenths, and then I changed it to 3 and 90 hundredths. If I change this into money, I now have $3.90. So just be careful in case I want to trick you again. That one had a different whole number. It had a 5 versus a 3. All right, go on to any of the other practice. I know this can be tricky. Remember, make sure you have the same number of digits after the decimal point, or turn it into money. That helps a lot of students and doesn't allow them to be tricked. Have a great time practicing.